Hey darlings, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. In my previous video, I talked about exclusive breastfeeding, the types of it, and its compositions. And we talked about colostrum, which is one composition of breast milk. Today's video, I'm moving on with matured milk. And in my previous video, I talked about the matured milk and I said that no, I talked a bit about the matured milk. So I said the matured milk contains hind milk and then fore milk. Okay, so we are going to go into details of the matured milk. Okay, so when you talk about matured milk, it is a belief in Ghana here that breast milk of a lactating woman contains one contains food while the other ones contain water. Okay, and as a result of that, mothers give a little of the milk from each breast for the child to get both the water and then the milk. Okay, so they do not empty one breast during each feeding to allow more and fresh milk to be produced to feed the baby or the child adequately. So let's see the composition of this breast milk and then we move on to how to feed the baby. So breast milk is primarily composed of water, carbohydrates, lipids, and then protein. And each of these nutrients plays a role in contributing to our infant's growth and then development. So let's see the water, the percentage of it, and then we move on to protein, carbohydrates, and other ones. So when we talk about human breast milk, okay, or the breast milk, it's made up of about 90% of water. Yes, and I repeat, human breast milk is made up of about 90% of water. Okay, and the human body depends on water to maintain hydration, which helps regulate temperature and lubricates joints and then also protects the organs. So this is why our babies or infants do not need any water when we are doing this exclusive breastfeeding, because the breast milk alone provides all the water required by the baby for survival. Okay, that is why when you are doing exclusive, you are not to add anything. Some people will say that I am doing exclusive but I give my baby water. So already 90% of the breast milk is water. So if you add water to water, what will happen? So now you know the reason why when we are doing exclusive, we don't add water to the breast milk. Okay, so let's move on to carbohydrates. Okay, so the carbohydrates are also preferred energy source for the brain, and then the main carbohydrate in the breast milk is milk sugar, known as the lactose. And then human milk contains more lactose than that of the cow milk. So my dear, if your breast milk is flowing, please give it to your baby. Don't go for any formula. Okay, so carbohydrates also promote healthy bacteria in our baby's intestine, and this bacteria protects the baby's guts and can also help fight off diseases like infant diarrhea. So the next component to also look out for is lipids or fats. Okay, so when you talk about this lipids or fats, it also make up of about 4% of the breast milk, but provides over half of the calories that the babies receives from it. Okay, so also cholesterol and an essential fatty acid. Okay, so these nutrients are necessary for the development of the baby's brain, nervous system, and then the vision of the baby. So let's see the high calorie content of the breast milk. The high calorie content of the lipids in the breast milk is also responsible for the baby's healthy weight gain. Okay, so breast milk contains all the lipids your baby needs to grow for the first 6 months of life. So let's see the protein. Okay, so when we talk about the proteins also build, strengthens, and repair the body's tissue, and they are also needed make hormones, enzymes, and then antibodies. And then the protein in the breast milk is easy for the baby to digest, and these proteins are essential through every stage of the life cycle of um, for the baby to survive. All right, so if you can breastfeed your baby exclusively for the first 6 months and beyond, help your baby to get all the essential nutrients your baby needs to grow. Exclusive breastfeeding is the best for babies. And don't, if you don't have any problem or you don't have any condition, kindly do exclusive breastfeeding for your baby. Okay, all right. So now that we know that the matured milk contain hind and then the fore milk, so when we talk about matured milk, both breasts contain food and then water. So when you are giving so during breastfeeding, the milk which the baby sucks first contains more water and vitamins, and that is what we called the fore milk. And the milk which comes later contains more fats and calories, and that is what we called hind milk. So this is a good reason for the child to empty one breast during feeding in order to suck the fore milk and then the hind milk, so as to get all the matured milk for proper growth and development. So now we will explain it to our midwives in the house, our coaches in the house, that both the breasts contains water and then food, as they say. So when you are giving your baby breast milk and you start with just one, this right breast, feed your baby till the breast becomes empty before you go to the other side. Don't give this small because grandmother said one is water and one is food. 90% of it is water, and then you feed the baby on this breast till the breast become empty or very light before you switch the baby to the other breast. I hope you have learned something new today, and it's going to help you all.
So far, this is an example of a matured milk, both fore milk and then the hind milk that I have expressed. Okay, so we go much details into how to express the milk too, and then keep for our babies in our absence. Okay, all right.
So you kindly share this video for me if you can, you like, if it is useful, comment down below at the comment section. So in my next video, we'll talk about breastfeeding techniques, the positions, and everything that you are to think of when it comes to breastfeeding. So see you again in my next video, and kindly do subscribe if you haven't subscribed and be part of this beautiful and amazing family. Bye for now, and see you again in my next video.